Sooner or later, things will start opening up for you. Doors, windows, closets, all type of stuff. Hello everybody, it's your girl RichonMartená, and I am finally back with another vlog. Vlogging is hard. Why didn't nobody tell me that? I have filmed so much, but I've deleted so much of it just because I don't like how it looks or how it comes out. I don't know, but vlogging is hard. Anyway, I am filming for you guys today just because I wanted to give some modeling tips and some advice. I have a pretty good amount of experience in the game here, so I just wanted to give y'all my aspiring models, my experienced models, anybody who is trying to get or further themselves in the modeling market. I feel like I have some pretty good advice to give. I won't go in depth with a lot of stuff, but just I want to dwell on some points that I think are most important, and I wrote some stuff down just so I don't lose track or start rambling. I want to start off just with some affirmations. You are beautiful. You are wonderfully and fearfully made by God. You are strong. You are intelligent. You are an overcomer. And you are successful. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, so let's jump right into it. The first thing I want to talk about, I want to say that I learned a long time ago to stop yelling "pick me" by anyone, especially in the modeling scene here in Milwaukee. I wanted so bad to be accepted and to work with, certain people, but I just had to learn that, one, everything happens for a reason. So you may not know why things just didn't work out with you and a certain person or you and a certain opportunity, and just be grateful for that. Don't force anything. I think that art and like modeling, things always come out better when it flows. It's not when you force it to work out or when you force it to happen. I wondered a long time why I wasn't invited to certain events or why I didn't get picked for a certain photo shoot, and I just had to really talk to God and really just let it marinate. And what I came to grips with was, I'm sorry, I'm sitting in front of a window, so y'all hear people driving past. So I just had to come to grips with the fact that I am much bigger and much better than this city. I mean, no shade, no tea to nobody. That's how confident I am within myself. And I just think some people are intimidated by that. People are intimidated by the work that I have put out thus far. So that in turn, excludes me from certain opportunities. And I do have rates. So that excludes me from certain opportunities. A lot of people say they are looking for certain qualities or certain requirements, but they usually go with the cheaper option or the less experienced option, and I'm okay with that. What's for me is for me, and what's for you is for you. My second point, I had to, essentially, after saying all of that, I had to hire myself. I creative directed and put together all my projects that y'all have seen. Most of them, probably 95% of them, I have put together. I put together my mood board or my inspiration. I got the photographer, the makeup artist, some of the shoots I searched for inspiration for makeup. What did I want my face to look like? Or I searched for, the scene. What did I want my background to look like? Where did I want to be? What location? You know what I mean? I hired myself. I invested in myself. And that that was another thing. I was hungry, but I wasn't desperate. I'm saying a lot, excuse me. That's just a part of my vocabulary. I was hungry, but I wasn't desperate. I was hungry like I wanted to produce quality content, quality photos. I wanted to be proud of what I did, but I wasn't desperate. Like I wasn't just going with anybody with a camera. A lot of times there are a lot of photographers out here, but they take your pictures and don't edit them. And if they do edit them, they put a filter on them. Or if they do edit them, they smooth over everything and I look like a shiny penny. And that's not what I'm going for. That may be what you're looking for, you know, no disrespect, but that's not what I look for in my picture results. So yeah, invest properly in your craft. Do research. Go to people's Instagrams and look at the pictures that they're tagged in. Like, what type of work are you putting out? What type of work have you produced thus far that makes me say, oh, I think you could deliver what the vision is that I have in my head. I think you could help me fulfill that, bring that to fruition. I'm sorry. Yes, so invest properly in your craft. I think that is so very important. Push yourself. Get out of your comfort zone. Magical things happen when you're uncomfortable. Growth happens when you are uncomfortable. At first, I wasn't comfortable with doing photography that showed a lot of my body, but I love my body. It took me a long time to get here, to grow the confidence to love every single inch of my body. So I pushed myself to do photo shoots that expose my body. And you know, you do whatever, you know, you can dip your toe in the water. You don't have to go that far, or you know, whatever you're not comfortable with, I say you have to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere with that. And if you don't know, ask. The only person that hurts from ignorance is yourself, especially if you are aware of people or someone that may have the answers, even if you don't know them. There are plenty of people, if you DM them, they will answer your DM if you have a question. Or if you leave a comment like, hey, X, Y, and Z, could you help me? Or I have a question about such and such. I'm very approachable. A lot of people get the vibe that I'm not, but I am. I answer plenty of questions. There have been countless number of messages that I have received asking for advice and how to start modeling. Ask. If you don't know, ask. If you have your reservations about something, ask for advice. Even ask for constructive criticism. Nobody is perfect. If you are unsure about this picture, or if you are unsure about a concept you have that you don't feel that it's fully developed, ask someone for help. Ask for help. Use your resources. There are plenty of people around you that may have connections that could help you further your modeling career. And practice. Practice makes perfect, and that still applies when it comes to modeling. I practice in the mirror. I practice modeling and posing in the mirror. We are our own biggest critics. So if you feel insecure about something or not as strong in a particular area, practice, work on it until you feel, you know, confident enough to deliver in front of a camera. Like with me, I struggle with fluidity, pose fluidity. I could pose, but I'd be like this 1 minute, and then I'd go from this 1 minute, and then I'd be like here, but there's no fluidity from this to this. So maybe I practice going from here to here. You know what I mean? Like subtle movements, so they're not super awkward. If that gives you a good enough example of what I mean by pose fluidity. And that is something I continually practice today. Dancing helped me with that. So I dance in the mirror, or I just move. I just, feel the music, feel the beat, let it, take me wherever it's supposed to be. That helps with pose fluidity, because you can go gracefully from one dance move to the other. You know what I mean? Like, so practice makes perfect. And that confidence that you build within yourself comes through at shoots. You don't know who's watching you, and you don't know if this person plans to book you again. Practice so they can, see that, oh, she knows what she's doing. I feel that energy. We want to see that energy too, delivered through your pictures. And lastly, one last thing that I think is really, really important is for you to stay in your own lane. Comparison will destroy you, and it'll eat away at what the purpose is for you doing, your modeling. It'll really eat away at that. You trying to compete and compare yourself to other people. We were put here individually to create something special, to put something special out into the world. One person will get, this type of opportunity, and you'll get a different one. Or you might see this person working consistently, but if you're not working consistently, you just have to stay focused on your own growth and your own plate. Don't get caught up in comparing what you're doing to what someone else is doing. There are periods of time where I'm not working, and I may feel that same way, like, wow, how is this person continually getting work, and what am I not doing? But don't get caught up on that. Sometimes God just gives us downtime. He gives us time to prepare mentally, emotionally, physically for what he has in store for us. Don't rush the process. Be patient with yourself, and just go with the flow and trust yourself. And most importantly, trust God. Keep focused on you. Sometimes I even have to take social media breaks, just because unknowingly you are ingesting a lot of different content, a lot of different emotions, a lot of different ideas all at once for a long period of time every day when you're scrolling. So sometimes I have to take breaks because I get overwhelmed, and that's when I am able to recenter and focus on myself. Like, okay, hey, what am I supposed to be doing? What am I trying to do right now? What is one of the short-term goals that I have not crossed off or have achieved right now? What can I be doing to further myself in that? What can I do to be productive? What can I do to build myself? Growth is so important. A lot of times we compare ourselves to people who aren't even on your level. Like, you don't know if this girl or this young man that you are trying to, compare yourself to, you don't know if they suck at posing. You don't know if they strictly work with photographers that direct them the whole entire time. You don't know that. Or you don't know if the girl or the young man that you are comparing yourself to is severely insecure and has low self-esteem. You don't know, what people are struggling with behind the camera. You don't know what fully goes into the whole process of modeling. You just don't know. So don't compare yourself to anybody. Give yourself some credit. Pat yourself on the back for what you've done so far, and how far you've grown. Even if nobody notices, you have to clap for yourself. Literally, you have to clap for yourself and keep it pushing, and sooner or later things will start opening up for you. Doors, windows, closets, all type of stuff will start, happening for you if you stay focused on yourself. And that's how I'm going to end this off. Tomorrow, I think I might have something special for you guys. I'm not sure. But stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. If you have any questions, if you need any modeling advice, comment below. Like, if you have any concerns, let me know, and I will try my best to get you some advice, or point you in the right direction. I might not have all the answers, but I have some answers. I can definitely be a resource for any one of you guys. Okay, hi guys. It's probably maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks later, maybe even 2.5 weeks. I don't know. I refuse to believe it's been like 3 weeks since I recorded that previous video. But anyways, it's sometime later. Um, Remember when I said I had a surprise for you guys? So that surprise was I am going to set up my own little like backdrop situation so I could take my own pictures. I got my package from Amazon maybe like a couple days later after I made that video, but I needed like a backdrop, and I got some inspiration, and I'll try to post it here on Instagram. And it looked like their backdrop was just some sheets, and they just kind of like set them up in a certain way to make them look like they're falling. It just looked really aesthetically pleasing to me. So I'm going to set that up right now. I'm not going to take any pictures right now. By the time you guys see this, I will have taken pictures using my backdrop. But this is just an example of what I was saying. Like, you have to create your own opportunities. Like, you have to do stuff like this if you're not being booked. You know what I mean? You have to be creative. You have to think outside of the box. Granted, there are a lot of people doing this now, but you know what I mean? Like, you just can't wait for a photographer to be like, come on, let's shoot, come to the studio type thing. We still dealing with COVID, and it's still real. So while we're in the house, we can be productive. We can have our own setup. Why not? So I'm going to build it and get it ready the way I picture it. I have west facing windows. I think it's east. West. Rises in the west, sets in the east, right? Rises in the east, sets in the west. Anyway, when the sun come up, it comes directly. The sun is shining directly into my living room window, and the setup is going to be facing the window, so that when the sun comes up and I do decide to take the pictures, the sun is coming directly in, and I have like that orange golden glow instead of waiting for like 5 p.m. and the sun is on the other side of my building. You know what I mean? So stay tuned. Good morning, guys. It's 7:05 right now, and I just completed my home shoot, my first home shoot with the backdrop, and I am pleased with how it turned out. Like I said, I just wanted to reiterate, you guys just have to create your own opportunities, be creative, and people will notice. You just have to, be patient with your process and with yourself, and things will turn out. You have to trust and believe in yourself and in your talent. You have to push yourself harder and be comfortable out of your comfort zone. It's pretty early, so I'm still really tired if my voice sounds a little funny, but I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any questions, let me know. I will link the where I got the backdrop from below, and I will link the sheets too if you need me to. Also, I will link my tripod stand again. And yeah, till next time, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. It's your girl RichonMartená. Peace, love, and blessings. Till next time.